I've been playing a lot of Naafiri lately, and no matter what build path I tried, I always ended up going back to the same 3 lethality items. It wasn't even on purpose, it just felt right every single game. And then I got curious. I checked the data, looked through other assassins like Zed, Kiana, even Kha'Zix, and yeah, turns out it wasn't just me. These same 3 items are consistently performing really well across the board. What items? Well, the first item is Umbral Glaive. This item wasn't good for a really long time. It was a really niche support lethality item, with mediocre stats and not the best passive. But now, it's one of those items that always feels smooth to build, no matter which champion you are playing. It's cheap, and it gives exactly what an assassin needs: attack damage, lethality, and ability haste. You can get it as your first item, start moving around the map, and immediately feel stronger. The passive fits the assassin playstyle perfectly. If you hit someone who hasn't seen you for a second, your next auto attack deals bonus damage based on your lethality. It rewards playing around vision and punishing mistakes, which is exactly what these champions excel at. It also gives you a way to control vision on your own. If enemy ward sees you, you reveal all of the nearby wards for 8 seconds, and you can destroy them in one auto attack. This single mechanic adds up so much map control. You can deny enemy vision, open up paths for flanks, and make it much harder for the enemy team to track where you are moving. When you combine that with its gold efficiency, Umbral Glaive ends up being one of the most practical and reliable first items for any lethality champion. The second item is a Bastion Breaker. Compared to Umbral Glaive, this one comes in later, but it gives a completely different type of power. The item grants a lot of raw lethality, and its passive makes your first hit deal bonus true damage. Imagine true damage on an assassin. Sounds insane, right? It becomes much more noticeable as the game goes on, when players get high amount of armor and you need a way to cut through it. The more interesting part, though, is what happens after you get a kill. Your next auto attack deals a large amount of true damage to a turret or an epic monster. I mean, really large. I usually see it deals around 2k damage. That interaction makes a Bastion Breaker especially strong for players who like to play side lanes. Every time you take a fight and win, you can destroy a turret or just get to place with only one auto. It's a direct reward for finding solo kills, something assassins already play for, and it helps getting objectives far more quickly. The third item is Axiom. It's hard to overstate how much impact this item has on lethality champions in general. The stat line is already strong: attack damage, lethality, and ability haste. But what defines this item is the ultimate cooldown refund. After every takedown, part of your ultimate cooldown is instantly restored, and the amount scales with your lethality. This completely changes how assassins play around fights. Normally, champions like Naafiri, Zed, or Kiana have very defined engage windows. You use your ultimate, you secure a kill, and then you back off until it comes back up. With the Axiom arc, that downtime barely exists. If you get a kill, you can stay active, wait 20-30 seconds, and look for the next target almost immediately. It makes fights flow naturally. You don't have to play around a single burst window anymore. You can keep making plays as long as you are getting takedowns. That constant availability of your main spell is what makes assassins so unpredictable when they build Axiom arc. You never know when they are going to show up with everything available again. So yeah, these 3 items, Umbral Glaive, Bastion Breaker, and Axiom arc, they've kind of become my go-to core for any lethality champion. You've got your early spike from Umbral, your scaling and objective control from Bastion, and your ultimate reset potential from Axiom. Together, they cover every stage of the game. If you haven't tried this combo yet, give it a shot next time you play a Lethality champion. You will notice how smooth it feels. I'm curious though, if you play a lot of assassins, what's your usual core build right now? Let me know down below. Like and subscribe if you found this video useful. Bye!